Hello, friends. Today we are going to start our next chapter of ancient India, that is Buddhism. First of all, we will see some of the information that is given in the Ghatna Chakra and then we will solve the MCQs. Now, Gautam Buddha was born in Lumbini and ये हमें कैसे पता चलता है? It is known from the Nigali Sagar inscription, Nigali Sagar inscription, which is in Nepal. Now, his father's name was Suddhodana and he was the chief of the Shakya clan. His mother was Maya Devi or Mahamaya, and she was from the Kolian clan. Now Gautam Buddha, after his birth, his mother died, and he was raised by Prajapati Gautami. Now in the later Buddhist text, the name of Yashodhara is Gopa, Bimba, etc. Their son's name was Rahul. Now, since in the Buddha's life changed his life, that was a scene of an old man, a sick person, a deceased person, and a blessed saint. Now, at the age of 29 years, he left the house, and abandoning of his home in Buddhist text is called Mahabhishni Karma. Now, he met the Acharya of Sankhya philosophy, Kalam. He was his guru, near Vaishali. Siddhartha reached Rajgir and met another Dharmacharya, Rudrak Ramaput. Now, Gautam got enlightened in the might of Vaisak Purnima after 6 years of continuous meditation under Bodhi tree in Bodh Gaya. Now, after enlightenment, he was called Buddha. Another name of Buddha is Tathagat, which means the truth is knowledge. He was also called Shakya Muni due to his birth in Shakya clan. Now, he delivered his first sermon at Sarnath, and this was called Dharmachakra Pravartan. Now, what were the symbols that were associated with the Buddha's life? His birth was associated with lotus and bull, great departure from home, renunciation from home, which was known as Mahabhishni Karma. It was denoted by horse, enlightenment by people, Bodhi tree, first sermon, wheel, which was known as Dharma Chakra Pravartan, and it was given in Sarnath. Now, death is Stupa. He died in the Malla Republic. Okay. Now, he spent the second, third, and fourth year of reign at Rajgir. Bimbisar was a contemporary of Gautam Buddha. He built a Mahavihar, which was also called Velavan. Now, first of all, the women were not permitted to enter the Buddhism, but at the later stage, Gautam Buddha permitted women to enter as bhikshuni into the Buddhist Sangha at Vaishali on the advice of his beloved disciple Anand. Now, Devdutt was the cousin of Buddha, and he was jealous of Buddha. He wanted to dethrone him. Now, next is Koshal King Prasenajit adopted Buddhism. Thus spent his last rainy season in Vaishali, and he died in Kushinagar, which was the capital of Malla Republic. This is an important question on the exam. Mein. Thus, first ceremony is termed as Dharma Chakra Pravartan. He gave the noble eightfold path and four noble truths, which were the accepted as the basic tenets by all Buddhist sects. That is, four noble truths was where there is a suffering, there is a cause of suffering, there is a cessation of suffering, there is a path leading to the cessation of suffering. The main reason for the spread of Buddhism was its simplicity. Also, the upper religions like Hinduism, where the society was divided into four parts: Brahman, Kshatriya, Vaishya, and Shudras. ठीक है, इंटरनल डिवीजन वाज क्रिएटेड इन द सोसाइटी बट बुद्धिज्म में बुद्धिस्ट संघ में एंट्री के लिए all were allowed, so it appealed to the lower caste people also. That is why, because of its simplicity, Buddhism gained prominence in India. Now, four Buddhist council place. First was in Rajgir, which was under the leader Ajashatru. Second was in Vaishali under Kalashok. Third was at Patliputra under the patronage of Ashoka, and fourth May it was in Kundalwan. That is, Kundalwan is in Kashmir under the patronage of Kanishka. Now, under the fourth Buddhist council, it was the Buddhism was divided into two sects. आगे दिया होगा मैं बताता हूँ आपको. Traditional believers who believed in the traditional faith were called the Sthavir or Theravada branch of Buddhism, who were who were led by Mahakachayan. And those who accepted the change were the Mahasangikas. Those were led by Mahakashyap. Fourth Buddhist Council में there was dominance of Mahasangikas. Fourth Buddhist Council was held during the reign of Kanishk that divided Buddhism into two sects, Hinayana and Mahayana. Mahayana Buddhism and Hinayan Buddhism का basic difference यहाँ दिया है, देख लो आप. The first one is it was the greater vehicle, Hinayan was the lesser vehicle, and Mahayana considered Buddha as a god, and Hinayan considered Buddha as a great man. It believed in soul and rebirth, and it was the individualistic religion, according to which every person should get salvation through their own efforts. Now, it emphasized on philanthropy and service, and objective was to welfare of all mankind. Main difference was that Mahayana believed in idol worship, whereas Hinayan didn't believe in idol worship. Hinayan Buddhism saw Buddha as a man, as a learned man, whereas Mahayana में Buddha was considered as a god. This was the main difference. Now, like all Buddhist texts, Thavirvadin, those who were the believers of the traditional order, consider everything empirical to transient, but maintain that the dharma factors are externally existing realities. Impermanence मतलब कि the thing which is not constant, मतलब वो बहुत क्षणिक है, अभी है, बाद में नहीं होगी, आज है, कल नहीं होगी, या परसों हो सकता है हो. So that is called impermanence. Were the three marks of existence of Buddhism. The doctrine asserted that of all conditioned existence, without exception, is transient, evanescent, and inconstant. मतलब everything is temporary and not permanent. So this was the source of dukkha. मतलब दुख यहीं से arise होता है. Now Nagarjun wrote Madhyamik Pericle and Bodhisattva. What was Bodhisattva? Bodhisattva was a living being who aspires to enlightenment and carried out altruistic practices. Bodhisattva was that person जो खुद के बोधिसत्व या खुद के एनलाइटमेंट के पार्ट पे तो बड़े ही बड़े, साथ में बाकियों को भी, रेस्ट ऑफ द पीपल को भी ही टेक्स टू द पाथ ऑफ बोधिसत्व. नाउ थ्री कैटेगरीज में डिवाइड होती है बुद्धिस्ट लिटरेचर, दैट इज सुत्त पिताका, विनय पिताका एंड अभिधम्म पिताका. सुत्त पिताका contains sayings and teachings of Buddha. Vinay Pitaka deals with the rules to be observed by the members of Sangha. And Abhidham Pitaka presents the philosophical exposition of Dhamma. Now, the stories related to Buddhas of the previous birth are compiled, and these are called Jataka. These centers of learning all over the India were Nalanda, Vikramshila, and Vallabhi. Takshashila and Nalanda enjoyed the status of university. Nalanda was the main center of education for Mahayana Buddhism, and Vallabhi was the main center of Hinayan Buddhism. ये ध्यान रखना, this is important. Now, Vikramshila Mahavihar was established by the king Dharmapal, and University of Nalanda came into existence during the Gupta period. Gupta period में भी it came during the period of Kumar Gupta. तो ये ध्यान रखना एक बार. Now, let's see the questions now. एक बार टेक्स्ट के नाम देख लो. मिलिंद पनु was written by Nagasen. बुद्ध चरित्र सरिपुत्र Prakran Saudharanand was written by Ashok Ghosh. Madhyamik Karikal by Nagarjun. Vishuddhimag was written by Buddha Ghosh, and Abhidhamma Ghosh was written by Vasubandhu. Now, when was Gautam Buddha born? He was born in 563 BC. Which of the following event of Buddha's life is known as Mahabhishnikarma, his departure from his home? Gautam Buddha's mother was from which clan? She was from the Kolyan clan. Now, Gautam Buddha he was born at Lumbini. Another name of Buddha was his name was Siddhartha. Now, Parth and Gudakesh were the names of Arjun. Mihir and Prachama were not the names of Buddha. Siddhartha was the name of Buddha. From which of the following inscription of the following dynasty, Lumbini was known as the Buddha's birthplace? So, modern empire. Or Ashoka's Rummi pillar inscriptions. Which one of following inscription of Ashoka confirms the tradition that Gautam Buddha was born in Lumbini? So, Rumide inscription. Inscription of which one of the following kings give the information that Shakyamuni Buddha was born in Lumbini, was of Ashoka. Where did Mahatma Buddha Mahaparinirvana take place? Kushinagar. It was the capital of Mallas Republic. Buddha attained Mahaparinirvana in the Republic of Mallas. Gautam Buddha attained Mahaparinirvana in the Kingdom of Malla. Attained Nirvan he attained in Bodh Gaya. So none of the options is correct. Mahaparinirvana temple is located at Kushinagar. Now, which of the following were associated with the life of Buddha? अवंती had no relation. गांधार is no relation. गांधार तो अफगानिस्तान में है तो इसका तो कोई रिलेशन हो ही नहीं सकता. कोसाला was related and मगध was related. बिंबिसार का रूलर था मगध जिन्होंने विहार बना के दिया था. तो 4 तो करेक्ट होगा हमारा. 1 एंड 2 तो गलत है. तो जैसे ही हम इसको करेंगे एंड 4 इज करेक्ट तो हमारा सी ऑटोमेटिकली आंसर आ जाएगा. Who was the last person to get enlightenment from Gautam Buddha? He was Subhadra. Who amongst the following was the last person to be converted by Buddha? Subhadra. The ruler of Suvarnabhumi, who founded a Buddhist monastery at Nalanda and requested Devapala through its ambassador to grant 5 villages for its maintenance, was Putradeva. Where did the Buddha reside during the last rainy season of his life? Vaishali. Which of the following describes the best concept of nirvana in the Buddhism? That is, existence of the flame of desire. Desire is the root cause of all suffering. That is dukkha. तो अगर आपने desire को खत्म कर दिया, then you have attained nirvana. एक्चुअली बुद्धा ने बहुत सेंसिबल एंड बहुत ही एक्यूरेट मीनिंग दिया है टू अटेन अ गुड एंड बहुत गुड एंड लाइफ विच इज फुल ऑफ पीस विच इज प्रैक्टिकल अप्रोच. अ नॉर्मल ह्यूमन बीइंग बाय फॉलोइंग द फिलॉसफी ऑफ बुद्धा कैन लीड अ गुड लाइफ. ये मेरा खुद का भी एक्सपीरियंस है. तो बुद्धा इन फैक्ट इज को पढ़ना चाहिए फिलॉसफी के बारे में. अलारा कलम वाज अ टीचर ऑफ बुद्धा. धम्मचक्र प्रवर्तन ऑलरेडी टोल्ड यू took place at Sarnath. Buddha preached his first sermon at Sarnath. Who gave his first sermon in Sarnath? Mahatma Buddha. Buddha gave his first sermon at Sarnath. Dharma Chakra Pravartan, first sermon at Sarnath. Dharma Chakra Pravartan was performed at Sarnath. Gautam Buddha gave maximum sermon at which place? To Shravasti. अच्छा क्वेश्चन है, ध्यान रखना. मैक्सिमम sermons दिए थे बुद्धा ने श्रावस्ती में. त्रिरत्न की philosophy is related to Buddhism. Triratna means Buddha, Dhamma and Sangha. Buddha had visited Kaushambi during the reign of Udayan. The first Buddhist conference after the death of Buddha was presided over by Mahakashyap during the reign of Ajashatru. Who among the following conducted the first Buddhist council? Mahakashyap. Satapani cave is in Rajgir, which is in Bihar. And it was the earliest capital of Magad kingdom. Earliest capital of Magad kingdom was Rajgir and then it later shifted to Patliputra. Now, who among the following presided over the Buddhist council held during the reign of Kashmir, Kanishk at Kashmir? तो वासुमित्रा. इसमें फोर्थ बुद्धिस्ट काउंसिल में there was a division between Mahayana and Hinayan sects. Which of the following ruler convened the fourth Buddhist council? He was Kanishk. Mahayana sect emerged during the reign of Kanishk. The Buddhist council during which reign of Kanishk was held at Kashmir. Fourth Buddhist council during Kanishk. Fourth Buddhist council again Kanishk के टाइम पे हुई. No. अरेंज करना है क्रोनोलॉजिकल ऑर्डर में द फोर बुद्धिस्ट काउंसिल. तो द फर्स्ट वन टुक प्लेस एट राजगीर, सेकंड वन एट वैशाली, थर्ड वन एट पाटलिपुत्र एंड फोर्थ कुंडल वन इज द लास्ट. तो 2 सबसे आगे 3 सबसे पीछे, डी इज द लास्ट राइट आंसर. सेकंड बुद्धिस्ट काउंसिल वाज हेल्ड एट वैशाली. थर्ड बुद्धिस्ट काउंसिल held at Patliputra. First Buddhist council during Ajashatru. First Buddhist council was held during Rajgir. Second Buddhist council during काल अशोक. फर्स्ट हुआ था अजातशत्रु पे एंड थर्ड हुआ था अशोका एंड फोर्थ हुआ था कनिष्क. नाउ मैच करना है हमें. द बर्थ ऑफ बुद्धा लुम्बिनी. एनलाइटमेंट कहाँ मिला था? बोध गया में. फर्स्ट प्रीचिंग सारनाथ एंड डेथ कुशीनगर। तो डी का 4 है, सी हमारा राइट आंसर है। 47, which event of Buddha's life is represented with the wheel with the deer? So wheel is related to the first preaching, so this is the right answer. Birth is related to lotus. First sermon is related to Dharmachakra Pravartan. Enlightenment is related to Bodhi tree, and great departure horse. So D is the right answer. Now, Karmapa Lama belongs to which of the following sects of Tibetan Buddhism? So Kangyu. Which of the following statement is correct about Lord Buddha? So he was born in the Kapilavastu. He attained enlightenment at Bodh Gaya. He discarded the Vedic religion. He preached noble truth. So D is the right answer. Mahabodhi temple was built at Bodh Gaya, where Gautam Buddha received enlightenment. Bodhi Vriksha in Bodh Gaya belongs to which generation of its family? So fifth generation. Which of the following Buddhist sacred place is situated on the banks of river Niranjana? So Bodh Gaya. The teachings of the Buddha are related to purity and holiness of the conduct. Which of the following wanted to become the leader of the Sangha even during the lifetime of Buddha? So he was Devadatta. He was jealous of Buddha. Whom of the following did Gautam Buddha nominate for the leadership of the Buddhist Sangha after his death? So he nominated no one. After the Mahaparinivan of Lord Buddha, the first Buddhist council was held at Rajgir. The concept of eight-folded path was known as Dharmachakra Pravartan Sutra. Now, which of the following are true about Gautam Buddha? He believes in karma, believes in rebirth, attained in nirvana, believe in power of God. Fourth galat hai, so A is the right answer. Now, the entry of women as bhikshuni into the Buddhist Sangha was allowed by Gautam Buddha at Vaishali. Who is called crypto Buddhist? Shankara. Adi Shankaracharya is known as crypto Buddhist. Tripitaka is the collection of teachings of Buddha. Three Pitikas are sacred books of Buddhist. Three Pitaka text is related to Buddhist. Three Pitakas Buddhist. Which of the following Buddhist text contains the rules of monastic life? It was Vinay Pitaka. Which of the following Buddhist literature contains the Buddha's sermons on the matter of ethics and doctrine? So correct is Sutta Pitaka. Now Yamaka belongs to the Buddhist text Pitaka. So Abhidham. In ancient Indian Buddhist monastery, a ceremony called Pavarana used to be held. It was a confession of monks of their offences committed during their stay in the monasteries during the rainy season. Ashokaram monastery was situated at Patliputra, where is the world's highest Vishwashanti Stoop located in Bihar. It is in Rajgir. The giant statue of Buddha, 80 feet Buddha, was constructed by the Japanese. Where the word stupa has been used for the first time, it is used in Rigved. The stupa site, which is not connected with any incident of Buddha's life, is Sanchi Stup, which is in MP. It has nothing to do with the Buddha's life. It was also the ancient name of world famous tourist destination as Sanchi, Kaknam. Which of the following is the current chronological order of the stupas? This question is disputed. Bharut and Sanchi Stup were constructed during the reign of Ashoka. ठीक है, Dhamek Stup was built during the reign of Ashoka. Amravati Stup was built in the period of Satavahanas. So it is not possible to decide the chronological order of construction of Bharut, Sachi and Dhamek Stup. Now, the world is unstable and transient. Is related to Buddha, advocated of Neo-Buddhism, Ambedkar. Who among the following is known as Light of Asia? Gautam Buddha. Who among the following is known as Light of Asia? This is Lord Buddha. Now, paramitas किससे related हैं? These are the perfection whose attainment led to the Bodhisattva path. Sir Edwin Arnold book, The Light of Asia, is based on Lalit Vistar. Fundamental difference between the Hinayana and Mahayana sect of Buddhism is worship of God and goddess. Gautam Buddha was elevated to the position of God during the period of Kanishk. The first human statue worshipped in India was that of Buddha. Oldest sculpture of Buddha is made in which style? So, मथुरा एंड गांधार स्टाइल, बोथ स्टाइल में बनाया गया था. Which of the following laid the foundation of idol worship? Buddhism. Name the mudra which represents by the Gandharan Buddha image of Sarnath first sermon. So it was Dharmachakra. The standing statue of Gautam Buddha was built in which period? So Kushana period. Bhumisparsha mudra of Buddha symbolizes it symbolizes Buddha's calling of earth to witness his purity and chastity despite the temptation of Mara. Mara was a demon. Sarnath Buddha image Bhumisparsha mudra belongs to Gupta period. Now, which of the following is correctly matched here? So, Parivrajak, renunciant and wanderer, Shraman, priest with a high status, Upasak, lay follower of Buddhism. 1 and 3 is correct. Shraman is a wandering monk in ascetic traditions, including Jainism, Buddhism, and Ajivikas. Sarnath Buddha image of Bhumishparsha mudra belongs to the Gupta period. Kushinagar was the capital of Malla Republic. Lord Buddha's Mahaparinirvana took place at Kushinagar. So both A and B are true, A and R are true, but R is not the reason for A. Now Lothal, there was an ancient dockyard, Indus Valley में. Sarnath, first sermon of Buddha. Rajgir, land capital of Ashok. Nalanda, great seat of Buddha learning. So the correct answer to this is C. No. Land capital of Ashoka is Sarnath and not Rajgir. In the Mahayana Buddhism, Bodhisattva Avalokiteshvara is also known as Padampani. Sthavirvadi belong to the Mahayana sect. Galat, they were the traditional ones. Now, Lok Lokottarvadi sect was an offshoot of Mahasangika sect of Buddhism, and the deification of Buddhas by the Mahasangikas fostered Mahayana Buddhism. So 2 and 3 is correct. Mahayana Buddhism में deification of Buddha, treading to the path of Bodhisattva, and image worship and rituals. All of them are correct. Religious history of India. Consider the following statement. The concept of Bodhisattva is central to Hinayana. It is wrong. Concept of Bodhisattva is central to Mahayana. So one हमारा गलत हो गया. Two, Bodhisattva is compassionate one on his way to enlightenment. It is correct. And Bodhisattva delays achieving his salvation to help all sentient beings on their path to it. So B is correct. Largest and most evolved rock cut Chaitya Hall of Hinayan phase is situated at Karle. Karle is in Maharashtra. Question 101. Which Indian Buddhist monk has been sent to China in the first century? Nagarjun. He wrote Madhyamik Karaikal. The doctrine of Shunyata was propounded by Nagarjun. To which Buddhist school did Nagarjun belong? He belonged to Madhyamik. He also wrote Madhyamik Karaikal. Buddhist Center of Learning, Vikramshila, by Dharmapal. It was made by Dharmapal. Which of the following rulers did not contribute toward the expansion of Buddhism? Pushyamitra Shunga. He was staunch opposer of Buddhism. Udantipur Education Center situated in Bihar. Vallabhi University situated at Gujarat. Nalanda University was found during the dynasty of Gupta. Also, Vallabhi University was center of Hinayana Buddhism. Now, who was the founder of Nalanda University? Kumar Gupta. Nalanda University famous in the world? It was due to Buddhist religious philosophy. So Tantric and Samitya were the sect of Jainism. This is wrong. They were the sects of Buddhism. And Sthavirvadin held that constituents of phenomena were not wholly momentary but existed forever in latent form. This is correct. So B is the right answer. Now, till the end of 12th century, Nalanda Mahavihar lost its glory and state protection ceased to be available to Mahavihar. A is the correct answer. Now Nalanda Mahavihar is famous for Pali Research Center. Which of the following were common to Buddhism and Jainism? 1 is correct, 2 is correct, 3 is correct. Sorry, 2, 3, and 4 is correct. 1 is not correct, it is not common. So 2, 3, and 4 is correct. Common to Buddhism and Jainism, indifference to the authorities of Veda, and denial of efficiency of rituals. Which of the following is not common between Buddhism and Jainism? Self-mortification. Lord Buddha preached the following four noble truths. There is suffering. There is a cause of suffering. A के बाद D है. So this is the right answer. Both Jainism and Buddhism believe that philosophy of karma and transmigration of soul were correct. A is the right answer. Buddhism rejected the concept of rebirth. This is wrong. Buddhism accepted that there was rebirth and soul is mortal. ये तो सही है. So B is correct here. Which of the following about Buddhism is correct? It did not reject caste and class. बिल्कुल सही है. शुरू में इसने class and caste को reject नहीं किया. It challenged the highest social ranks, Brahmin, and it pointed out certain caste law. So 1, 2, 3, all of this is correct. Anatmavad, the no self is the doctrine of Buddhism. The reason for expansion of Buddhism is simplicity, special appeal toward Dalits, missionary concept of religion, regional language, and soundness of Vedic spirit by philosopher. This is wrong. So 1, 2, 3, 4 is correct. Now, doctrine of momentariness is by Buddha. Buddhism started declining in India in the early medieval times. What was the reason? Buddha was by that time considered as one of the incarnation of Vishnu and thus become a part of Vaishnavism. This is correct. Invading tribes from Central Asia till the time of last Gupta king adopted Hinduism and persecuted Buddhists. This is wrong. And B1 is also wrong. So A is the correct answer here. चैत्यास एंड विहार्स में क्या फर्क था? चै- uh, हाँ, Chaitya is a place of worship while Vihar was a dwelling place. B is the correct answer. Difference between Chaitya and Vihar. तो Chaitya is a place of worship while Vihar was a dwelling place जहाँ पे monks rest करते थे. Now the early Chaitya grihas and Vihars of Gunupalli in West Godavari district are rock cut. And Chaitya and Vihars of Eastern Deccan are usually rock cut. So A is the correct. B wrong है. Which form of Buddhism was prominent during the Sultanate period? Vajrayana. It was Tantric form. Tantricism आ गया था. Which reference to Indian history? Who among the following is a future Buddha? Maitri is a future Buddha. Which of the following is statement is correct? Ajanta caves lie in the George of Waghora river. So this one is correct. With this, we have completed the Buddhism chapter. In the next lecture, we will start and finish the Chan religion. Thank you.